No mercy! WWE are bringing back the premium live event name of No Mercy. Well, it's never been a premium live event. It was always pay-per-views, but after a few years of it not being there, and then of course I believe it didn't exist from 2008 up to 2016, so after an 8-year gap, and I believe it's been a few years here for No Mercy, WWE Triple H has decided to get his big nose out and bring it back. But guess what? It's not for WWE. Well, it is for WWE, but it's not for the main roster. It's for NXT. No Mercy! And it's going to be in Bakersfield, California on the 30th of September. Tickets for Premium Live Event on sale on the 4th of August. So you'll be able to get your tickets for No Mercy in a week's time. Personally, I was always a fan of the No Mercy name, whether it be the game back in the day, about 20 million years ago, or whether it be the pay-per-view names. I just prefer the old pay-per-view names. You look at the pay-per-view names now, and oh yeah, Triple H has distanced himself, I guess, feel like pay-per-view names like Hell in a Cell and Tables, Ladders and Chairs. I feel like they need it to go. You need other ones, like Battleground is a bit generic, but at least it sounds alright. Like Hell in a Cell is cheap. Naming a pay-per-view after a gimmick match is just very poor. And you look at it, I mean, apart from Royal Rumble and Survivor Series, which are iconic, right? They are great pay-per-view names. I know they're a match at the end of the day, like Survivor Series, traditional Royal Rumble match, but, I mean, Hell in a Cell, Tables, Ladders and Chairs, it's such a cheap pay-per-view. And the fact is, when you had them, it meant you couldn't get the matches, really, at any other pay-per-views. There was a significant decrease in these matches appearing. So I'm glad that they're beginning to scrap them, to be honest, because, well, I say beginning to scrap them. I believe Hell in a Cell has been scrapped, and I believe TLC has also been scrapped. So hopefully they continue that, but with No Mercy, is it a waste bringing it back for NXT? I mean, I'm not really that bothered, to be honest, but we have seen NXT's got, like, you know, the better of the pay-per-view names, I would say, like St. Valentine's Day Massacre, the Great American Bash, just names that would be better on the main roster, wouldn't it, at the end of the day? Like, compared to all these, like, Saudi shows, like Crown Jewel. I mean, that's just a cheap name. But it looks like that's what's going to happen. And also, we did have Booker T talking about this. Of course, he is on NXT, so he was talking about it on his podcast and that he was looking forward to be announcing on it. And he did go on to talk about the fact that he likes NXT commentary and he prefers it to the main roster. He says, while doing an interview with Christopher Van Fleet, could be a fit on Chris Benoit, because new details actually have come out about a certain Dave Taylor. That's all I'm going to say on that. But he did talk about the main roster commentary being how he had to be politically correct compared to NXT, where it's a little bit more chuck it, duck it, quack, quack. And I think you can definitely tell this, even in the way he talks, like his demeanour. He just seems to have a lot more fun on NXT, Booker T. And I think that makes total sense. You look at NXT, it does seem a bit more laid back, and I think they do actually do a lot more edgy stuff on NXT. And on the main roster, you get nothing. You see in NXT, like with Chase University, you always get them like, fuck you. Like, I know it's bleeped, but it's still like cool to see that in a way in the main roster. When was the last time they actually said that? Like when McMahon said to Shane, you motherfucker, or whatever he said. I don't know why he like did his best Arnie impersonation for Predator when he did it, like, but that's what he did. But Booker T did come out and say, I think that's the difference. When I was on Raw, when I was on SmackDown, everything had to be politically correct. Of course I had something or someone in my ear laughs. Sometimes you couldn't be yourself, and I find myself at NXT being like, I am here at Reality of Wrestling, throw my clipboard, but then I'm having fun at the same time. With NXT I can go out there and be serious, but then I can talk about how to become hotter than Scotty, shucky ducky, quack quack. It's just about having balance and trying to think about one thing and foremost, and that's the young guys, the talent, trying to put a spotlight on those guys and hopefully give them the rub. And he goes on to talk about how he's going to give them the rub at No Mercy, and hopefully he's still talking about the similar wrestling rub and no another rub. But yeah, Booker T's the man. He's looking forward to commentating on No Mercy. But a lot of people are burying Booker T for this and saying that he kisses WWE's ass too much. He's literally come out and buried it and said that the main roster's too woke and politically correct and he prefers NXT. But yeah, guys, you can't please everyone, but King Booker loves Triple H's decision here to bring back No Mercy. And, well, was it Triple H's decision? Is it Trips? Or is it the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels? Who knows? But until next time, peace.